Yeah, I don't want to go to jail for anything. I'm much too, weak.
And you're pretty. You are listening to the Stand Up Dads podcast.
This is hecka boring.
Yeah, it is.
Let's try again.
Hello, you are listening to the first ever Stand Up Dads podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Mike.
And we are both stand-up comics.
Well, that's debatable. We really only do open mics.
Shut up, dude. It makes the title work. And we're both dads.
This is true, and we are both stand-up dads. We are not deadbeat dads.
Speak for yourself. Anyway, this podcast, it's going to be exploring fatherhood in this screwed-up world we're in, and hopefully throw some humor in there.
Yeah.
We're both into the stand-up community, and maybe we'll bring some of that in there, too.
It'll be the joys and the grievances of being a father. Actually, I'm a single father.
And I'm a married dad of a 5-year-old boy.
Yeah, and mine is a 7-year-old, almost 8-year-old girl, so that kind of gives us, the whole range of complaints.
Yeah, I think we have it covered. I think the only thing, I think we have it all covered.
Yeah, how to torture your child, whether it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah, because the way I see it, they're all going to end up in therapy. It's just how badly they need it.
Yes.
Yes. That's our success if they don't have to put their whole life into therapy.
And, we're making them into unique individuals by the way that we're torturing them.
We'll have to explore the whole unique individual thing later. But you did bring up being a single dad. And,
yes.
We're just going to jump right into it.
Right.
On the Independent UK website, there was an article that said single dads die at more than twice the rate of single moms or partnered parents, studies suggest.
Great.
So
thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
I'm going to outlive you. Here's the sub thing. Single dads tended to have less healthy lifestyles with more binge drinking and eating less fruit and veg.
Yeah, you know what? That's totally true. Because when I was married, I was forcibly vegan for a good few years there. And now I can do whatever I want.
Yes, and it's showing the effects.
Thanks a lot. Bastard.
Yeah, but it says single fathers have a risk of death more than double than either single mothers or parents in a couple.
Dang it.
And let's see.
That's so true. I could totally see it. Yeah.
They tracked the mortality rates in more than 40,000 parents and found that solo dads appear to be at risk of health and lifestyle issues.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
That's because you become so docile while you're married that, it makes you live longer. You're just, your blood pressure goes down, and you're just, going through life.
I don't know.
Slowly and boring.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. But, so it says, let's see. Single dads, 5.8 out of 1,000 would die each year, whereas for single mothers, it's 1.7.
Damn it.
And for married fathers, it's 1.9 per 1,000. So, I don't know. I think dating may make it.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Because I'll either die with, a shank wound or some sort of brand new venereal disease.
Well, that's got nothing to do with you being a single father. It's got to do with you being an asshole. So,
this is true.
The study does not talk about being an asshole.
Yeah, see if there's higher rates of survival at the bottom. If you're an asshole, you will survive.
Yeah, I think that's just
like a cockroach.
Darwin. But anyway, how's your daughter feel about you being a single dad?
I don't know. Recently, she's been wanting me to find someone I don't know. She got it in her head that somehow I'm going to die alone, which is probably right.
We all die alone.
Hey, geez, man. This is dark. You already brought up that I'm going to die twice, before you die.
It's okay, dude. You're healthy. It's
Not really. Yeah. Anyway, so she's decided that she wants me to meet someone, but she just doesn't seem to care who. She just like will randomly try to get me to meet someone. It's like we're like in the parking lot at Walmart, and we're walking, and she's like, she's acting like a serial killer. She's like, Dad, hey Dad, she's pretty. I think she's alone. Dad, you could get her. Get her, Dad. Get her. Dad, she's getting away. Dad, okay. Dad, you let her get away. That lady's like looking at us like we're gonna like freaking kidnap her, put her into freaking human trafficking.
They don't quite have tact at the age of 7.
Yeah, yeah. Or she'll just randomly like, and you would think it'd be awesome. Like, oh, I'm gonna have this great wingman or wingwoman, my daughter. How cute. But she'll do it when we're like at the the cashier out of nowhere. She'll be like, "Hi, do you know my dad's 46 and he's single."
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, "Wow, and what else? Like broke and like." And she's like, "She was pretty. Why don't you just ask her? Just anyone." She's just like, "Whatever, pawn me off."
What exactly does she want you to ask them?
I know. She just wants me. She's just like, I'm afraid you're going to be lonely when I'm not here, which is super sweet and super nice. But at the same time, I'm like, leave Daddy alone. Daddy is okay,
So here's a question about that. It's like I said, I'm married, and I've got my kid all the time, and there are times where it would be probably pretty nice to say, hey, go to your mom for a few days. Does it work out like that for you, or is it
No.
No?
Yeah, only because then I'm a wreck. Like, I don't enjoy the times I don't have her, so I don't know. I try to keep myself busy, but for me it is hard because I love having her, so I don't know. I'm still getting adjusted to that, but it's been years, so I don't think I will be adjusted to it.
Yeah.
So she's probably right. I think what she's seeing in her 7-year-old mind is this sweet thing of like, I don't want you to be alone, but really, she's just on the cusp of realizing like, I need you to have someone else to focus on. I need someone else to not be the white hot glare of like the freaking Sauron from Lord of the Rings, where it's like, I see you.
So it's a break for her when she's at mom's.
That's what I think. Yeah,
Got
she's
it.
like, well, to her, it's always like, yeah, whatever. I'll see you. Have a good one, because everywhere she goes is a party.
This is true. It's do you catch yourself feeling like you have to entertain, so you're the cool parent?
You know what? I don't know. We were talking about that earlier, where it's like, I don't like. I tend to like. I can play with her really easily. Like, I'm pretty childish on my own.
I can
My
attest to
problem, I think my problem is more, being the, not. I'm not trying to be the fun parent. I end up being it, and it's detrimental because sometimes it doesn't. Like, then I'm just not very good at being the authority, Or if I am, a lot of times she can make a joke, and then I'll be like,
Well,
yeah.
She's never said, Dad, act your age or anything like that, has she?
She has started doing that.
Nice.
Yeah, she has started doing it. Like, you're embarrassing me. Like, stop it. Yeah.
For those of you listening, I'm at Mike's place right now, and I am surrounded by, bobbleheads and Legos, and he is an excellent artist. And if you're listening to this, you can look at the artwork on there, and that's all Mike. He's always been a great artist, but yeah, he has also always been a big kid, and I think that's why he's such a good dad, because when it comes to like playing with kids and stuff, he's always been the first one to jump in there. And I grew up every time I started having fun, I had immigrant parents, and they would come in and just like, stop it. Okay, so
Stop it.
I catch myself and my kids all having fun. Come on, Daddy, play with me. And I don't know how to play with my damn kid. So we'll have to explore that some other time.
Yeah.
But but back to the your kids wanting you to be with someone else. I think my kid has been trying to get me a second mommy since I've been taking him shopping since he was like 1.5 or 2. And, we'd be walking down the aisles, and I don't know why, but he had a knack for finding attractive women and getting their attention and be like, "Hi, what are you doing? Do you know Daddy?" And just like that, I'm talking to these women that I have no business talking to.
He's excellent wingman. Dang it.
Yeah, he's trying to get me divorced or killed. So, one of my bits, I talk about how I know that the only reason these people are talking to me is because of the cute kid. So, if my wife is going to take off, she better do it while he's still young and cute so I can use that to my advantage. But I have no intentions of going anywhere.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think what I need to do is borrow Owen and you borrow Olivia, because then she'll make sure you don't meet anyone, and then Owen can help me actually meet people. I think that would be a fair trade for a while.
Yeah, but I don't think Owen likes women that are your type.
What do you mean my type? What do you mean by that?
What I mean is if they did a prison lineup of all your exes, they would look exactly the same. They would be attractive, Latina or Asian with, I don't know. Yeah.
I do love tattoos. I like
that's
tattoos. That's a new one. See, it has matured.
Yeah, but petite, Hispanic or Asian with big boobs. And they'd all be right there. And
all the same height.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd be like, I can't tell.
So it was never an issue when we would go out when we were younger. Like, we never were interested in the same women.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
But I'm drawing a blank right now. Hang on, let me pause.
Yeah.
This is Olivia. My dad's not authorized to tell my business.
Okay, we are back.
Oh. Well, you were back. I wasn't quite back yet.
Neither
I
was
was
I.
like daydreaming.
So Oli heard that you put her in your routine.
Yeah, so I put a clip on Instagram, and that like clips it down to like, I don't know, like 30 seconds or something. But it was just enough that she came, she likes to go through my Instagram, and she wants to compare like how many likes I have compared to hers, because before
Your
I
kid
s-
has Instagram already?
yes. And
Jesus Christ.
and the reason was I used to post her drawings on my Instagram, and I'd be like, and she'd get all excited seeing likes. But then she decided, hey, you're stealing my likes. I want my own Instagram. So then I made her an Instagram, and then she goes through and she wants all of her art off of my, like it's a legal thing. Like, I want my art off
Nice.
of your Instagram. You are stealing my likes.
So she wouldn't think twice about suing you when she's older.
No. Oh my God, no.
Nice.
So here she is going through my Instagram, and she sees this like, oh, what's Daddy doing? And then she saw the thing, and she's like, it was just enough for me to be saying, I'm a single dad, and I start to talk about, actually I was talking about the bit of her trying to pawn me off on people, and she got furious. She was like, Daddy, why are you talking about my business?
So fucking Corleone.
Yeah, why are you talking about my business? I don't want you talking about me. Don't talk about me in your comedy. I'm like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm your dad. I can talk whatever I want. She's like, you can't. Like, don't do it, Daddy. Like, it's like she's freaking threatening me. Like,
She's gonna have you whacked.
yeah, don't talk about me. I don't want to be. I just love the whole thing about, like, it's her business.
Nice.
Right now, like, barely her business is, like, play dates and playing dolls, and apparently making sure that her likeness and like personality is not mentioned in her father's comedy. Like,
Has she copyrighted herself yet?
if she figures that out, she'll do it. Yeah. Oh my God.
This is Olivia, and soon if I older, I will be suing my daddy for slander.
Well, cool. Okay. Well, now that was a horrible transition, but I'm going to jump to.
Yeah, awkward transitions.
Yeah, I know.
There was one more thing she told me, which was awesome. I told her the other day, I was talking to her about, how, the family tree and stuff. And my dad, has the whole ancestry thing. And she was asking about how our name would continue. I'm like, well, it won't, because you're the only grandchild. And when you marry someone, you take their name. And she's all, well, why do I got to do that? And I go, well, you know what? It's kind of an archaic thing. You probably could just tell the guy, if he really loves you, tell him he has to take your name. And she goes, he better fall in line.
Holy shit, dude. I'm terrified of your daughter.
He better fall in line.
Didn't
I'm
we
like,
have a
oh
teacher?
my God.
Didn't we have a high school teacher that did that?
Yeah, it's so sad.
And everyone loved this guy, and I won't say his name, but he was a really cool teacher and coach, and then he got married, and then he took his wife's name, and everyone lost respect for him because we were so open-minded as teenagers.
Yeah, you can't. When you're 14 or 15, you're like, ugh,
Oh, dude,
dude.
you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Although, I remember when I got married, I told the wife, you don't have to take my name, and she got pissed.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you don't want me to? No, I'm just.
That's a good ploy, I guess. Yeah.
And it's like I understand that it's a big hassle, and you've had this whole identity for your whole life, and now you're just going to throw that away just to be some schmucks, whatever.
Yeah.
And you bring up the family tree, and when I was in my early 20s, I was working on our family tree,
Mm-hmm.
and my folks are both immigrants from Madeira Island, which is off the coast of Portugal. And started working on that, and my mom was the main one telling me who was who, and I started mapping it out, and I was like, something's not right, because this cousin, it just wasn't looking right. I said, hey Mom, you said this person here got married to this person here, and said, yeah. Well, but you said this person is this kid, this person's mom, and this. She's like, yeah. And I said, well, they're first cousins, and they got married. And her response creeps me out to this day. It's a small island. So I don't have a family tree. I have a family wreath. So at that point, I stopped working on the family tree. But, yeah, so it's a small island. Anyway, so I'd like to get to our next segment, which I hope to make a regular thing, the Dickhead Dad of the Day.
Yeah.
We'll have music or something stuffed in there. But I found an article. I remember reading this a while back. Deadbeat dad who died to get out of paying child support now claims he's permanently disabled.
Fucker.
Now, that article that headline isn't as interesting as the real story. Because when I first read the story, and I could not find the original one, I'll keep looking, the guy was in court and was telling the judge, Your Honor, I cannot pay child support because I died.
Son of a bitch.
And the judge is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, pay for your kid, man.
You're here. What do you mean you died?
Yeah.
So apparently what happened was the guy got in a car accident. I guess he flatlined. So technically, yes, he did die, but they brought him back. And I guess he figured that was his get-out-of-jail-free card. And that did not work.
I hate deadbeat dads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man. Step up.
So anyway, but that did not work because it looks like, he hasn't paid a dime in 4 years. And, yeah, it sounds like things are going to go badly. I should have read the rest of this article beforehand.
No, we've already deemed him. Yeah.
A piece of shit.
Yeah, piece of shit. Deadbeat.
Exactly. And now we're coming up on... You got anything we have to cover?
I don't think so.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I think everything else. Yeah.
Yeah. So this being stand-up dads, we do still remember the stand-up part, and we always love our jokes. My son loves telling knock-knock jokes, and he's really bad at it. But every once in a while, he comes up with gold. My favorite one that he's done recently is, knock-knock.
Who's there?
Let me in, I shit my pants. Or he says pooped. Excuse me.
That's hella funny.
Yeah. So anyway, Owen, I don't know where the hell you got that from.
I shit my
And
pants.
don't say shit. It's let me in, I pooped my pants.
Yeah.
But then he was so excited by the success of that one, then he just went overboard. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Let me in, I farted. No, dude, it's not as funny.
I actually thought you were gonna say he then shit his pants.
No. No, we'll go into that another time. My kid
He's
is
all
just
exclamation point.
a
Bam.
gross animal. I love him to death, but he does things that just surprise me all the time. But and again, being a dad's podcast, we should end it with a dad joke.
Mm.
And these are god awful.
Again, debatable.
So here we have. This is the best of a bad bunch. The worst of a. I don't know.
I hate these jokes.
I know. That's what makes them dad jokes. And you're going to say them too, and I'm sure you already have. What do you call an elephant that doesn't matter?
What?
An irrelevant.
God damn it.
So, speaking of irrelevant,
That's not great.
this has been the Stand Up Dads podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be back again. Look forward to talking to you soon.
Thanks.